Hmm. All right, everybody. Let me get my face in the video. How you doing today? It is such a pleasure to be with you again. This is Thursday. Thursdays are excellent days, and I in silver. So we're going to be looking at that this morning in a quick recap. God bless you today. I hope you have a wonderful day trading, and I hope that you are able to rock it today. So Structure Boss. This is our Structure Boss tool. And what it does is it looks over the it's a quick a rapid evaluation system for trading market breakouts. Market breakouts from structure are time tested approaches to technical analysis. You've heard the axiom that resistance becomes support and support becomes resistance. That is what structure is all about. So once you break through a level that was previously a support level, that becomes resistance. And the idea here is to analyze those and get you the best possible times to trade and directions to trade. And we're going to be looking at silver today because silver has been doing very well in the recent history, especially on Thursdays. Let's take a look right here at a chart. This is the this is the summary right here on the left. Is take a look at Thursday. So day of week, ticks, win loss, win percent, and then the dollar amount. So Thursdays we have pulled in 130 ticks in silver, and this is over the last 16 days. We've got 20 wins and only 5 losses, so we're batting really well at 80%. So we've pulled in 3,250 bucks in silver. We're trading only from 7 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern, and we actually had a trade fire off right at what 7. Well, this is a 100 volume chart, so this was about 7:05. A trade formed, and we didn't get filled until just recently, which was right on this bar, which is the 812 bar. So that was just about 20 minutes ago or so. So that's where we got hit, right at that level, and we've been short from there. Short one from 21,675. The trail stop moved down already, so we're locked at least one tick in profit. We had a quick kind of kind of reversal there. We are continuing down, and this is our target. Let's take a look. While that does so well, let's take a look at our time slice P&L for Thursdays. So we are only looking at Thursdays. There have been 4 Thursdays in the analysis period. I've added a couple of these features, so I'm going to go over them here. This is the days count. So Thursdays are what we're looking at. There's 4 Thursdays involved. This black dot shows us the current histogram that we're looking at. So each of these histos is a time slice. This histo ended at 8 o'clock. This histogram ended at 8:15. So everything from 8 o'clock to 8:15 is in this bar right here. This histo was from 8:15 to 8:30. So that you can see that right here at the bottom too, the time scale. 8:15 to 8:30, that's when this histogram is calculated. So we had one trade. You can see the right below the 8:30 here, it's 0/1, and that's a 0% win rate. So we had only one trade in this time frame, and it was a 16 tick loss. But we're coming now into the 8:30 to 8:45 time frame. We've had 2 wins in our 4 days of analysis, and the it's only been for 2 ticks. So there's been 1 tick per trade. But now we're coming into the 8:45. We're going to be passing 8:45. It's right now it's 8:42 a.m. We're going to be going on now to this histogram right here. So this is the history for this time slice. We've had a 2 win, 1 loss, and it's been for 13 ticks total. So we're coming into this big move right here. So this is the meat of Thursdays. This is where we want to be trading. We could have been trading earlier in the morning here. We could have been, and that's actually when we did get filled. We got filled on this trade that we're in now. Let's take a look. We got filled right at the 812 mark. Trail stop has moved down again. Actually, we just ticked the target. We didn't pass it though, so we don't count that as being a fulfilled target. But hopefully we'll be pushing down again. We are now, let's see, we're 175 bucks locked in profit. Let's go back to our time slice, PNL. And so we got filled at 807, so that is actually right at this time slice. So this time slice right here, this histo, shows that we entered at a good time. It was a good time to enter. So it was 2 win, 1 loss, history, 28 ticks. We're already, if we went to our target spot, we were already up 28 ticks. That's a 28 tick target right there, Y value. So we were at 28 ticks to the good. That's a good amount of money. And hopefully we'll get down and push down and actually we'll register this as a winning trade. But again, you see we ticked just the target level. We didn't push through it, so we don't count that as being a fulfilled target yet. But let's take a look. I'm gonna remove all the days except for Thursday. So let's go ahead. Oh, just to let you know, we do have a reversal trade coming up. So if we go to this level, this will be a long position. This is a reversing triangle signal. So we've had a low, a lower high, and a lower low. That's a reversing signal. We're looking at a breakout to this level. So if we break out from here, we're going to be targeting up here. Let's take a look. Similar to how we did here, we went short here because we had a high, a higher low, and higher high. And this is the reversal signal that we got filled up. All right, I'm going to remove Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we're going to see exactly what our dispositions look like. So for the Thursday trades, again, there's been 25 trades, 20 wins, 5 losses. We've had 5 of them hit stop loss. So 5 of them, we didn't get any profit on it. So 5 trades, and that's where our 5 losers come from. And then targets, we hit 7 of those 25 for the full target distance. So that was 42.50 in positive. And then 13 of our trailing stops were hit for a gain of 875. Looks like we're going to push lower. So let's hold on for that. Just trading these days, there's been 3 days where we actually placed trades. So we're averaging $1,000 a day in silver, just trading one contract. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's take a look and see how this goes down. I'm going to show the P&L. This is the overall P&L. So StructureBoss gives you the overall P&L for the entire 20 trades. And we had 2 losers here, right? We had a loser here, we had a loser here, and a loser here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers. That's our 5 losers. And then nothing else but winners. So it's been pretty solid. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you. I do have now, see our pink dot here? We getting a finer resolution looking into each trade. So this trade occurred on the 16th of February at 8:08 is when we entered the trade. That was a Thursday, which all these trades are Thursday. It was a short trade, 1 contract, and we gained 23 ticks on that trade. The total at that point was 84, and it was hitting target. That was what our summary says. So StructureBoss gives us a really nice breakdown now on the overall P&L charts. This trade, let's see what our loser was. So we go here. This was a loser on the 9th of February, 9:51 in the morning. That's when we entered the trade, 9:51. It was a long trade, and we did lose 15 ticks. Overall, at that point, was 66 ticks, and that was a stop out. So there we go. We got some more details. Let's have a look-see on our trade. We're getting down there. Hopefully, we'll hit our target. The drawdowns, the biggest drawdown we had was 750 bucks. The average drawdown is 600 bucks, which is about 18% of the P&L. And you can see that on the overall P&L. The biggest drawdown was this guy, probably right here to here. So this was a big drawdown. This was also probably a similar sized drawdown from this peak here to this low. And this one was from this peak here to this low. So, all right, let's get back to our trading action. So, our trailing stop is down at this price, which is 21,640. We have a target down here. I'm not sure what price level that's at. It's below 21.54. We can turn on our guy and see what that is. It's at 535, right? 0.535. If we get our trailing stop hit, we'll still be picking up a good amount of cash. We are, I think it was 175 bucks a winner. And we'll be entering long if we do get up to that level. So silver tends to reverse a lot, apparently, on Thursdays. And that's what we're going to be picking up. So if this level breaks through by a tick, we can consider this to be a move up to this level, and that's our target. Now, I was going to focus on silver, but why don't we take a quick break while this is just kind of meandering here a little bit. And we're going to take a look at our Russell trade. So Russell, I really have analyzed only the closing hour. Seems to be more predictive and more stable. On Thursdays, we do see a 16 win, 6 loss situation, 73% wins for a gain of 630 bucks per contract. Let's take a look. Now, Fridays are just not a good day to trade for this setup. Now, this is a trending signal. You can see that here. Our trailing stop is 1.5 times ATR. And we do have a reward to risk of 1-to-1. That's our 1-to-1. Zigzag value of 0.1. So that's 0.1%. We are risking 300 bucks only a trade, so we've kind of minimized our risk there. And let's take a look at the overall. So this is the overall P&L of all days considered. The white line is the overall P&L. And this is a Thursday, so black line is the Thursday line, and that's where our equity is for Thursday trades. We had a rough day on Wednesday trading this system, so we saw a bad, yesterday at the close was just a bunch of back and forth. So not a good day to trade yesterday. Saw a loss. We went down from 376 total, and we ended up losing down to we lost 376, so that's 70 and 80, that's 160 ticks of $5 a tick, so it's about a $500 or $600 drawdown. It's pretty serious. Let's take a look. Get back here. Wednesdays are not our strong day in general, so we saw a 62% win rate on Wednesdays. So, it was not a good day overall. I probably wouldn't have, I would have tweaked it or worked on it a little bit more. Let's take a look on the Crude. Crude, we're trading from 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Risk to reward of 1-to-1. Thursday, I did it on yesterday. Yesterday turned out to be an okay day, but today is not a good day to trade that system. So what I'd like to do, let's tweak this a little bit. Let's see if we can get a better return. Let's go back to start at 8 o'clock, and I'm just going to trade the Crude until 11. Let's see how that looks. So historically, we've had 46 ticks of profit on Thursdays using this configuration. Here's how it would have worked out today. So we do have, we would have had some trades here starting at 8 o'clock, right? We would have had a short here, which was a winner. We had a short at this signal, this down triangle, which was a winner. We added to the position here, that was a winner. We had a short here, which ended up reversing on us for a loss. That's what the red lines are meaning. So we had 2 losses and 3 wins here so far. So it would have been a good day, would have been a good morning to trade that. But I would like to see if we let's see what our overall looks like on this market. Not too bad. Not too bad, right? We had a good run up. Tuesdays are the best day to trade this. That's that blue line. Yellow line here is Mondays, not a bad time to trade. Wednesdays is our crude, our oil inventories. Usually a pretty volatile day, right? So yesterday, Wednesday, was not a good day to trade it. We had problems. Thursday's been good, and Fridays have been a little mediocre. Let's take a look at the time slice for Thursdays. So we've had 5 Thursdays in our analysis period. The black dot shows us right where we're at. So right now is not a good time. We're kind of surrounded by some drawdowns here. And I don't have longs turned on. Let's turn on longs. Did not have longs turned on. So now we have a little bit of a different picture. We got another winner here. We're actually in a long trade right now. But Thursdays are only, we've actually turned out to be a negative if we go longs on Thursdays. So a little bit more risk involved. This is our Thursday snapshot. Thursdays, we're coming into a spot here where I probably wouldn't trade. We have a lot of the magenta colored histos, meaning that it's been typically a bad area of trading. Thursdays just are not looking so good. I would have to tweak this a little bit in order to see if Thursdays make sense. We increase our reward to risk of 2 to 1 and recalculate. Wednesdays take a bigger hit, and Thursdays not so good. Tuesdays is the day to trade this setup, though. Look at that, 5 grand on Tuesdays. Overall P&L. That is this blue line here. We've had a couple of really great moves, a couple days here. The last Tuesday we had a little drawdown, but Wednesdays are just not responsive to this strategy. Let's take a look at silver. Where are we at in silver? All right, well, the market did reverse on us. So we did get our 175 on that trade. We were up that 1 tick away from getting our target. We were up $700 at that point. But as I mentioned, the reversal now, we're going long at 21.66. And we're targeting up here. Again, this is the information that we showed and set up before I went away and took a look at the crude market and the Russell. Let me turn off that. So it's very mechanical. It's very methodical. I'd be trailing this in a moment. Once this bar closes, again, this is 100 volume in silver, you'll see this stop loss will move up to at least break even +1. It might even move up more because we have a trailing stop of 2.5 ATRs to 2.5 ATRs from the high. Let's see how it moves here. Since I came late to this trade, I would consider buying on a retrace down to the entry price. Not too bad. Silver moved the trailing stop. Now we're a tick in the money on silver. Crude looks like we're moving pretty well on crude, moving north. We've had 1 trail stop moved to at least a tick in the money. Might even be 2 ticks, hard to tell. And our target is up here. So we're coming close to target on that trade, and we should get it. So there we go. So we got a target hit on there, which is a nice gain. Let's see what that one was. This is a win of $200, 220 ticks move in Crude. We have another buy setup coming in Crude. Actually, we should be long here. If you're trading that, that would be a good long period. So now we have long from 75. We have this is now trailing stop for the this position, this blue diamond, which was filled back here, has a trailing stop now that's been moved one tick in the money. And our long here has got a trailing stop right at that apex of that triangle. I'm going to go ahead and go long 2 on this breakout right now. So let's go ahead and buy at the bid. That's it. We're filled. I'm going to put a target up here. And we are going to trail our stop. That is our stop level for that trade. Let's see if we can get a good target here today. Crude softened up. So we got knocked out on that long trade. Let's take a look at the, probably shouldn't have done that. Now, the reason why is looking at the time slice. We're in a pretty tough time zone here in Crude. We just finished this zone right here. So it's 9 o'clock right now. You know, it's kind of dicey. It's kind of back and forth. Kind of a mixed bag. But this is all days. This is all days. So I'm going to take a look at Thursdays only. And Thursdays had this area we just came out of into a 9 o'clock move. So from 9 to 10, we have a pretty violent area. And that's, I think, what we're seeing with our, could be a news release. There's our silver trade. Silver trade is still long from that level. We're seeing a good move up here. And Crude just had a reversal on us. That's all it did. Again, this is a trending signal. So we're looking at trend continuation. When prices move up and we get a higher low, we do then consider a breakout buy at that level. That's a little different than a reversal trade. It's a little different than our reversals. So Crude on Thursdays really are not a good, not a high winning percentage. So I kind of did a risky trade there when I went long. Crude has a sell setup now, so why don't we take a look at going short 2 of those, and we'll go on a short stop market. We have a buy setup now in Crude coming. Let's go ahead and do 2 of those, and we're going to buy at the bid. We're filled on that. Let's see if Crude can make up its mind today. Stop loss is there. Target is right up here. Let's see if we can pull back our $180 hit there. So I'm doing probably not an advised trade because, again, we are coming into a negative, historically a losing period in Crude. So it's a little riskier. We're already up 120, 140. I'm going to exit one of these when I get up to this level. So I'm going to do a sell limit 1. If we can retest that high, that would be great. We have another entry signal coming in long. Going to keep an eye on our trailing stop. If Crude on the next candle can stay above the entry level, we will get a trailing stop move to break even. And there it is. There it is. I'm going to move that up to break even plus 1 or 2. I think we're at break even plus 2 now. Oh, and we got stopped out. So we recouped 40 bucks of that. Yeah, Thursday mornings are dicey. And actually, the trailing stop did not, we only consider it a stop out if it exceeds that by a tick. Seeing another breakout signal because we have a trending triangle coming in. I'm going to go ahead and do another position long. I think we might get some legs on this market. We've got 2 signals that we're long in. I'm going to buy at the bid. And we're filled long. Let's see if we can target this level. And we'll do a stop loss right here. Keep it tight. So we're kind of in between our 2 long positions. Let's see if we can get some legs on this. How's silver doing? Let's go and just do a quick spot check on silver. Not too bad. All right, so we did get a 1 tick stop out on that long, which is where I got stopped out earlier. Let's see if we can get any movement north here. All right, so we have another trending triangle coming in. If you want to add to your position, you can add it right here. I don't know. Look at Crude. It's going back and forth this morning. Just going back and forth. Not sure what it wants to do yet. Yeah, a little push up. I would probably consider, again, I'm going to put a sell limit right here. If we can get up to this prior high, I'll take one of my contracts off. Target is right there. One other thing I added, I think we're just going to get stopped out again. Yeah, it's the dicey day here. The one thing I added, guys, is actual entries and orders are on the right side. So we have a red target, we have a red stop loss, and an entry long. So the oh, they're gone now. Let's go back to here. This is a pending entry. We haven't actually gone short yet. So this is, if market hits here, we're going to be going short. And the pending entry stop loss is here, and the pending would be here, this target. So we haven't filled those yet. So that's why these boxes and the labels are printing on the left. This is the only order that is going to be should be basically placed at this time, would be right here at that point. So that would be a short entry signal. That'd be a short entry signal. And these are the orders that would follow that entry. And you'll see this now. So I've added that feature. When we're actually long or short in a market, the target and the stop loss will print on the right side of the chart. So I've got it's working pretty well. So you're able to discern between the right side is an actual working order and the left side is a theoretical or soon to be placed order. And Crude is playing games today. Let's see what silver's doing here. So silver came back almost back to our entry. We do have a long. So here's a good situation. So we're long right now from here. That's why we have our trailing stop printing on the right side of the chart and our target printing on the right. These would be working orders that are in the market. This guy, this stop loss, is associated with this potential short. It's not really a short yet. Crude is just a back and forth. Again, Thursdays are a weekday, not a strong day to trade crude, as you can see from our setup here. And it's playing out that way today. We've got some back and forth. Had some good moves earlier. It is not sure which way it wants to go here. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Love to discuss them with you as we're trading here. I really not really convinced to be a seller here. Let's take a look again at our time slice. So the shorts have really taken it on the chin at this time slice. So going short here has not been popular. We did have some, the cyan is the winning long trades. Well, it's long trades, and it's winning because it's above the zero level. So longs are preferred to shorts at this time. And right after that, shorts are preferred to longs. You can see that the short line, which is this gold line, is above zero. And then we've had just kind of some losing time frames. The next winning time frame or historical winning period comes in at about between 940 and 950, and that's where we did see this. We've had 3 trades at that point. I don't know. This is just kind of back and forth. Crude on this day is just not a good day. I do like the silver move. So why don't we get in a little late to the party? We're trying to retest these highs, it looks like. So let's come in a little late, see if we can get that filled. So this is now support. This little level up here is a sell support area. There is a short signal, but I wouldn't be taking it now. Crude is just confused. Crude is confused today. Maybe we won't get filled on our limit entry. Trail has moved up another tick. So if you were long here, your trail is there now. If I was to get filled, my risk is 250 times 2. So it would be a $500 risk. That's not a problem. Let's see. What is the Russell doing? Now, we didn't look at the Russell at this time of the day. Why don't we take a look and see if we can pull in some numbers? I'm going to turn off every day but Thursday. And then let's take a look at a bigger reward to risk, and I'm going to do down our start time to 9 o'clock and our end. I only trade till about 11 o'clock on Russell. So actually, not a bad setup here. So we've got a positive $1,500. Longs are not preferred. Longs seem to be a little bit harder. And we do have a long entry right now. 5 days traded. Let's take a look at our time slice. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing this at this time. I would wait until after 10:10 in the morning. So we've got another hour really before we'd be trading this. So it's just not, doesn't look promising here before the open. Oh, we're filled. I think we're filled on silver. Let's move our stop, our target to here, and our stop gets moved to there. See if we can recoup our $300 that Crude took from us. Silver is just a great shooting market to trade at the breakouts of structure. So yeah, I wouldn't be looking at this. I might be interested after about 10, 15, but definitely through that time, that's when we are pulling in the money in the Russell. And the overall P&L will show you we've just had some bad, it's a little herky-jerky, right? Again, this is trending. Let's reduce our target and see if that does anything to help improve this situation. So reducing our target pulled our profit down. It didn't really help too much. Didn't really help much at all. Silver's looking healthy. Silver, we're up to $300 in profit. I'm gonna go ahead and put a target in here to exit one silver. Sell a limit right there. Take some money off the table. So there's a lot going on here. I know it's a little tricky to follow. Crude is still meandering. This is looking good. If you took that trade, our target is up here at 19, what is that, like 1920, 19, oh, 1910. Silver, I think the trail moved in silver. No, we're still good. So a sell reversal triangle printed, which would take us short if we got down to that level. Looks like we might be coming near our first target, which would be nice. Take some money off. Be nice to get out before the market opens. So it's 9:15 right now. Like to get out of our trades before the actual open. Silver's not too reactive. All right, so we got filled on that. So we're only down $100 right now. Closed, realized. We would, if we exited out right now, we'd be up $100. Our trailing stop is still at this level. If we push another tick or two higher, I'm pretty sure our trailing stop would advance. And there we go. So the trailing stop only moves at the close of the bar. Where's our Russell? Man, that did a nice little move. Nice little move. Now again, I wasn't too impressed with the time of day on this. This is the trade right here, the histo for it. Yeah, not too bad, but looks like it is paying out today. It's a 67% win rate, two versus one, 44 ticks. Russell trail move, so we're in a good position on that Russell trade if you took it. Let's take a look at silver. Trailing is still down here. Now, one other feature I haven't talked about is if this short signal is confusing you, which certainly is reasonable, you could just click the shorts off and not recalculate. So just turn it off and it hides that for you. If you do recalculate, it'll recalculate the P&L without shorts involved. But if you turn it on, you can see that the entry short and things came back. I'm going to turn that off again and just remove that from our field of vision. Silver, you were doing so well. You pushed up so nicely. Trail moved up a little bit, up to that level now because we put in a new high here. Crude is giving us a buy signal. I don't like crude today. Look at that. Just not a good time to trade crude. Silver is recovering. We're moving up. Still got to hit that target. So we closed out with 200 in profits already in silver. We're down 300. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in advance of that. I'm gonna limit my risk. Break even +1 on this trade. So I kind of went on my own little plan here. We went and moved our stop loss to lock in profits. Hate to see a winner turn into a loser. We found some resistance right at the top of today's open, right here about this the 7, what time was this? This is like 7:30 in the morning. 2 hours now. Yeah, it's kind of hit a long wick here. Shows me it's weakening a little. If we can break through, that's what I'm shooting for. Crude is now still a buy setup. We're long one contract and we're looking at going long another if we get up to that level. Dare I put another trade on? Thursdays, we're just in a rough time here in Thursdays. I wouldn't do it. Still gonna hold off. Crude can go back and forth. Trail has moved up in the Russell. That was the trade of the day right now. Target is still up here, but we are locked in on profits of 140 on that one. If you were in it, I know I kind of got that configuration a little late. Be nice to see that break out. All right, silver, come on now. Looks like we're a little bit healthier here. Crude is just back and forth. Well, crude pushed forward now. Look at that. We're going to get some targets here. There's 1, 2, and 3. So this target is for this entry. You can see that line starts with a blue diamond is. This target here is for this entry. And we got a trail stop hit on one of them. And let's see here. All right, so that got stopped out on a trailing move. I would imagine both of these guys are trailing to that level. Silver, we're up 150. Target, look at that. We just ticked that that target level on the crude trade. Again, we don't count it until it exceeds it. You might have gotten filled had you had your stop exit there, your limit. Silver's looking good. Let's go back here. A couple more ticks, 2 more ticks, and we can get out of silver. And we'll be up for 225 on the day. Ticked our trailing stop again here. Let's see if we. So had we gotten out there, we're about a 190, $200 move. $250 in that dimension. So, you know, that would have been a good trade breakout. Again, crude is just kind of slippery today. We do have another continuing long trade in crude if we were to take it. Silver moved its trailing stop. Let's yeah, a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna move it though, just see if we can lock in some more in case we reverse. And it's kind of a risky spot because that is right at the high here. So if support becomes resistance. Crude is still just a wild ride. 150 tick. That might be a little short. We have some pretty fast moving crude trades. So we're long 2 contracts in crude. Our targets are these red levels. Wow, look at that. Crude might push through. Wow, beautiful. So there we go. Those 2 guys panned out, winners. And this one we're long on. Would have been some nice trades there. Russell was a trade. Take. Silver softened up here a little bit. Let's see if we can push up again. Ugh. So this was a setup I had in NASDAQ, and NASDAQ is just not very good. So Thursdays are weak. This one would have been a winner trade, but not something I look for. I still haven't tweaked these parameters, so we would see what would be good historically and consider trading that, but silver might tag us out. Sad we're up, I think we're up like 200 bucks in that trade. Crude is just pushing up again. We got another buy signal. So we went long here. Now we've got another long entry right at that point. This stop loss is right to there. That stop loss is right there for that trade. Haven't engaged the trailing stop yet. Once the bars close above those entry levels, we'll start seeing trailing move. Silver is hanging in there. Look at that. Coming up on 926. Let's see if silver continues its push. Russell has hit target. Look at that. What a great trade. So again, this was a breakout from this level. So right about 911, we would have been going long. And once this bar closes out, this is a 1-minute chart of the Russell. We'll see this thing pop into a green dashed line. We love those green. There we go. Green dashed line comes in and we hit our target. What was that distance here? That was a winner of 270 bucks. And again, this is a reward to risk of 2 to 1. So we risked this much on this trend trade. 130-ish. I don't know if I've got that in there right. And we gained, what was that? 270. So that was our reward to risk of 2 to 1. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. Silver. Yes, kind of. We need another little push up here. Come on now, silver. Crude has been hanging in there. I got in at the bedtime. I got in during the chop. Silver is still just kind of meandering here. 928, so we're coming into the open. One way or another, we'll get stopped out or we'll hit target. Silver can jump in a big way in a very short amount of time. Okay, so we're out. Well, we're down 25 bucks today without commissions being considered. The crude just got stopped out with a one tick break-even trade. It did hit this entry long. $9.29. Let's take a look at the market open here. And we'll wrap this up in a minute or two. Crude has got another buy breakout. So we're long 2 crudes. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Why not? I'm going to do a buy bid. And we're going to hold on for that move upward. See if I can come out. All right, it's 9:30 now. Nope, it's almost there. It's got to be real close. Trail has engaged. I'm going to move my trailing stop. Trailing has moved up again. I'm going to go with that trail, the nearest one. 9:30 now. So I got in late here with our crude trade, but I'm going to move it, at least cover my commissions, right? Let's see if we can get a good push up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. I'm up 105 for the day. If we can get there, at least cover some of my commissions and all these trades. How did I do? About 7 or 8 contracts? No, probably like 10 contracts. So I've been trading 2 at a time. Missed some good moves in crude. Just came in late to the party. Let's see if I can get on this one. Right? Yeah, crude is topping here. Come on, push up. Oh, I think it wants to go. I think it wants to go. I think it wants to go. And it did. We did it. We did it. Okay, we're up 145. That covers probably most of my expenses. That was 2 contracts, so beautiful move up. All right, you guys got a whole day of trading to play with. I am going to let you guys go. It's really been fun already. I'm loving this live feed. This is really good. Silver just messed with me a little bit. So we got a little bit back on silver. We had a little bit of a start with crude. Didn't make me happy. Right in here is where I was playing with crude. That was a mistake. But a lot of good moves up in the crude market this morning after the chop. And so technically, this silver trade is still long because the trail was not up at that level at that point. But technically, that's where our trail is. So if you're still long from this level in silver, again, our target is up at the 21.8 level. I think silver is going to push up to there. I really do. We went above the resistance. We broke it, came back down quick, but silver likes to rest. And if it makes it up there again, I think we're going to hit that target. Guys, again, it's been a pleasure. Please, I'd love to hear from you. Email me. Get a hold of a copy of StructureBoss. Puts a whole new dimension to the right edge. You don't have to jump off into the unknown. You've got a roadmap. Look at Thursdays. If we trade Thursdays with StructureBoss, we're at 3,000 bucks on only trading 25 contracts. Not too shabby. That's an average contract of 130 bucks in per $5 commission, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. Good return. And that's just with one contract. So 1,000 bucks a day. Guys, any questions? Drop me a line. Love to hear from you. Until then, I wish you all the best. Thank you for tuning in to my Money Rain channel. And Godspeed and God bless.